Hi everyone, I'm Kat and welcome to my channel, Naturally Beautiful Girl. So you may have seen one of my previous videos. If you haven't, I'm going to link it up above, but that was where I talked about what I think my makeup collection would be if I weren't a YouTuber. And while I was getting ready to film that video, I had the idea of doing another video, which would be like, what would be my skincare collection if I weren't a YouTuber? And a lot of you guys wanted to see that, so that's what I'm sitting down to film today. As I said in the other video, I don't know for sure what my skincare collection would look like if I weren't a YouTuber. So I did start experimenting around with a little bit more skincare prior to becoming a YouTuber. However, my skincare routine has definitely evolved and changed a lot. Since I started my channel, I've tried out a lot of products. I've added products into my routine that I never thought I would be adding. And I really am happy though with where my skincare routine is, especially recently. And so what I'm trying to do is think about if I were to break down my skincare routine, like what are some of the categories that I would definitely still have? What are some of my favorite products in that category? I'm giving you an idea of what I think I would have, but obviously I can't know for sure. But these are definitely products that are my holy grails, ones that I would definitely want to have on hand. And so that's what I'm going to be sharing with you. So this video is really, not if I were never a YouTuber, but instead if I stopped being a YouTuber tomorrow and wanted to pare down my skincare routine, what would it end up looking like? So if that sounds like the type of video you'd like to see, be sure to stay tuned. Also, be sure to click the subscribe button and hit the bell if you want to be notified of when I post more clean beauty videos and to see more content, see more of me. Also, come follow me on Instagram. I'm at naturallybeautifulgirlkat there. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I think the first most important thing to say when I start this video is to talk about my skin type. If you are a subscriber to my channel, you know I say this all the time. I have very oily skin, not just like a little bit oily. No. I have like very, very, very oily skin, like impressively oily. I've never met someone else with as oily of skin as I have. I really don't like overly moisturizing, overly hydrating products because of that. However, I also do live in Boston and we do have, seasons here. And when I was living in Florida, I really didn't have to worry about like moisturizing my skin as much. But even with having this extremely oily skin in the winter, it can get dry just from like dry heat in buildings. Also just like the wind and the cold wind blowing in my face, like that dries out my skin. So I definitely do need products for summer where my skin is very oily and it's hot, and then also different products for winter. So I kind of have like winter summer products. I have that with makeup as well, but I definitely have that with skincare. Also, I do suffer from acne. I've now turned 28 and I still have acne. It's not going anywhere. It's been here a long time. Maybe at some point in my life it'll go away, but pretty much for as long as I can remember, I've had acne. So I definitely do like to have products in my routine that are targeted towards my acne. For a while, I was trying to just like use products that weren't necessarily targeted for acne. And then I came to realize my skin does a lot better when I use some products that are definitely designed for acne prone skin. And I have some of my absolute favorites I'm going to be talking about in this video. So especially if you have acne prone skin, I have some real gems that I hope might help you as well. First off, I'm going to talk about cleansers. And first thing we're going to talk about is oil cleansers, because I have realized that I really do like using oil cleansers to remove my makeup. And to be really honest, when I was thinking about what would I have if I weren't a YouTuber, it would be one of two products. I only have one of them on hand, but I will put a picture of the other one up on the screen. And that is either the One Love Organics Botanical Bee Enzyme Cleansing Oil or the Leilani Pamplemousse. They're very similar to me, and honestly, I would be very happy with either product. They're both oil cleansers. They both have a lot of enzymes in them. They both have tropical scents. But what I like about both of them is they do a really good job of breaking down my makeup, and then they also emulsify in water, which means I can just rinse them off. I don't have to remove with a damp cloth and do that whole process. You can just go straight in with water and remove the oil this way. So now that we've got our makeup off our face, we're gonna talk about cleansers. And I'm gonna be really honest and say I'm probably gonna have a couple cleansers on hand. First off, with the seasons changing, I find that I like different cleansers depending on the season. especially when it gets in the winter. I do like to have a little bit more of a gentle cleanser just because my skin can get a little bit dry and I don't want something quite as stripping. However, we're first going to start off by talking about I would say it's a strong but also gentle cleanser. And I don't know if that makes sense, but that is the Indie Lee. This is their Brightening Cleanser. And I was sent this by Faylene, and to be honest, I have fallen completely in love with this product. I need to try out more products from Indie Lee, to be really honest. I have been really impressed by the products I've tried from the brand. I just think that they're really nice, they're really effective, and my skin seems to really like them. So it is a brightening cleanser and it does have acids in it. Not a lot, just like a little bit. And you're also using it as a cleanser so they aren't going to stay on too long. But my skin just like responds to this really well. And I have found that with my acneic skin, that using a product with a little bit of acid seems to really help keep my skin clear. And what I like about this cleanser too is that it also does a really great job of breaking down makeup. So I do typically oil cleanse. However, if I'm doing like very minimal makeup and I just have on a little bit of powder, maybe a little bit of mascara and like a lip gloss, I can use this product and it will very easily break down my mascara, get any powder foundation off my face. Like it just works really well, resonates really well with my skin. It is a little bit more of a pricey product, but you get a huge bottle of it and I think it's totally worth it. And it's a product that I definitely love. So that would be like my stronger cleanser. In terms of gentle cleansers, I have two that I really like. I have one of them on hand right now. I'll put the other one up above. The first one is from Earthwise Beauty. This is the Marshmallow Face Cleanser. This is a very gentle cleanser. And also the Sahara Rose, I can't think of the name of it. It's their like creamy cleanser. I'll put the picture up here. I love both of these. They're very similar to me in terms of cleansers. They're both kind of milky cleansers. However, I don't like a lot of milky cleansers because I have such oily skin, but I feel like these two actually cleanse my face while not being at all stripping or drying. And that's why I really, really like both of these. I would definitely have one of these on hand. I like to use them in the morning, especially during the like fall, winter, and spring, because they really are much gentler on my face. I do have really oily skin. I know some people don't wash their face in the morning, but honestly, by the time I wake up in the morning, my face is looking oily and we need to like get it back, reset, under control before I go into my day. And I think if you have drier skin, that these would both just be great all around cleansers, but for me, they're definitely great for the morning. I know this is very high maintenance. Then I have like what I will call my in-between cleansers. And these are not like milky cleansers, but they also aren't quite as strong. I say strong, the Indie Lee cleanser is not that strong, but like these are gentler than the Indie Lee, but they also are a little bit more like, they're not creamy. And the two I want to talk about, the first one is from Faylene. This is a Faylene Hydrating Cleanser. It says hydrating, but it's not creamy. It's just a really nice, gentle cleanser. They have a new one. I've not tried it. That's for oily skin. It's on my list of products to try, but I have a lot of products on hand. And I didn't want to get too many cleansers going at once. I haven't tried that one, but I really, really love this one from Faylene. I also absolutely love, you guys know, if you've been watching my channel for years, I am always talking about this product, and this is the Graydon Super Sensitive Face Foam. Honestly, this is my travel cleanser. I have a little travel size and I refill it from this one all the time, but I love it because it's just like the perfect cleanser for traveling because it's not too stripping, it's not too anything. It's got very simple ingredients. It works really well with my skin and it's just a perfect all-around cleanser. And that's really how I feel about this one. If they had a travel size of this, I would gladly travel with this as well. They're just really good workhorse cleansers, kind of check all the boxes. And I know it's high maintenance to have that many cleansers on hand. Well, I probably wouldn't have both these. I would have one or the other, but I like both of them, so I'm sharing both of them with you. That's the same thing with like the Earthwise Beauty Marshmallow Cleanser and the Sahara Rose Creamy Cleanser. I would just have like one of those on hand, but they're both really good and I like both of them, so that's why I'm sharing all those options with you. I have one more cleanser, but this one is a kind of special category. This is cleanser slash physical exfoliator. So I've kind of realized that I have not found a lot of physical exfoliators for my face that I like. I don't know why. I typically, as you can tell from my skincare routine, stick to more of like the acid exfoliation, the chemical exfoliation. However, sometimes in the winter, especially living in Boston, you just get like dry patches and you need to get those dry patches off. And sometimes you just need a little bit of physical exfoliation to do that. And honestly, one of the products I have really come to love is this one right here. And this is the French Girl, it's a Lait de Rose Vitamin C Polishing Wash. What I like about this is that it's a cleanser and exfoliator. It's a powder, you mix in a little bit of water and you exfoliate your face, and you can add a little bit more and actually use it as a cleanser. So what I like about this is it's not too strong of a physical exfoliator. Because you mix it with water, you can really kind of control the level of exfoliation. I just like this. I think it's a really great cleanser. I don't use it all the time, but it's a product that every once in a while I do need some sort of physical exfoliation, and this is a product that I tend to reach for. Because this is a powder, it's also a very shelf-stable product, so it's great for an exfoliator that you don't need all the time, but you just need every once in a while. So I got this in a Petty Bar box, and honestly, I really love it. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about masks. And I'm going to talk about 3 different masks, because for my skincare needs, I like 3 different masks depending on what I'm looking for. The first category I'm going to talk about is a chemical exfoliating mask. And the one that I really have fallen in love with is this one here from Mischief. This is the Refreshment Mask. And here's what I like about this one. It definitely is a chemical exfoliator and you can feel like the tingle from it, but it's not too strong. I realize I don't have like super sensitive skin, but sometimes some acid exfoliators can be a little bit too much for me. And what I like about this mask is it definitely does the chemical exfoliation, but it's not too strong. It also is cooling. I don't like chemical exfoliating masks that are like warm and feel like they're burning. I like more of like the cool, tingly feel, and that's what this mask has. Also, it smells like mint, and the color is incredible. Woo, try not to spill it there, but it is an incredible blue color. I love it, and I really enjoy using it. It's an expensive product, but honestly, a little bit goes a long way, and I think it's totally worth it. Out of all of the chemical exfoliating masks I've tried, this one is definitely my favorite and would be one that I would want to have on hand. The next mask is just like, I want to do a mask and I don't really need chemical exfoliation. I don't really need detoxification, but my skin just needs like overall general health. And that is the the Leilani Mermaid Mask. Some of these products are like products I've talked about for years. And when you know, with all of the products that I try out, I'm still talking about the same couple of products year after year after year. That tells you something about how good they are. And this mask is just like the cure-all mask. Like no matter what is wrong with my skin, it just is great. What I like about it is it's not a chemical exfoliating mask. It's not a detoxifying mask. It's a very nourishing mask. It has honey in it and my skin just loves it. Like my skin is so soft and so happy after I use this mask. I love it. I always have to have this on hand because whenever I'm looking at my skin, it's like, oh, it's just kind of dull. It feels a little dry. I don't really know what to do. This mask will solve all my problems. So the next one is a detoxifying mask. And I'm really picky because even though I have oily skin, I don't like masks that leave my skin feeling really dry. And that's my problem with a lot of clay masks is they just leave my skin feeling so dry and so stripped. I really, really like this one from Flame. There's also one from Blissoma that I really like as well. I'll put a picture of it up above. I've tried both of them. They're very similar to me. I like both of them. I just happen to have this one on hand at the moment. And what I like about both of these masks is that they are not at all drying. Like, yes, they have the clay ingredients, they have the detoxifying ingredients, but because they are all mixed up together and they have a lot of other just really lovely ingredients in them, it's not a stripping, drying process. So if I do feel like my skin is a bit clogged and you could use a little bit of detoxifying, I will reach for this because it will help to, clear up my skin, but it's also not just like sucking all the moisture and just drying my skin out. So next up, I'm going to talk about kind of like hydrating toning mists. And there are 2 that I really like. One's from Flame and one is from Kerry Grant. And why I like both of these is they aren't overly complicated with ingredients. They're just really nice. They leave your skin feeling nice and hydrated, but they're just not too many ingredients. Like you've got all your other skincare products. Sometimes you just want a little nice, refreshing mist on the face, but you don't want to have just a lot of complicated ingredients. And that's why I like both of these. I think they're really great. Kerry Grant, I love super simple ingredient list. It's quite expensive, but you really are in a way paying for the more simplistic ingredient list. And the Filane, if you're looking for a little bit more of an affordable option, this is another great option. Love both of these. Definitely would have some sort of toning mist, either one or the other on hand. So now we're going to move on to serums. So first off, I'm going to talk about one serum that I will always have. I've made the mistake of going without this product, and let me tell you, my skin let me know. And that is the Juice Beauty Blemish Clearing Serum. And this product for me really has made some of the biggest difference in my skin. With having acne-prone skin, this product really does help to clear my skin and also just keep it clear. It does have salicylic acid in it, which I find works really well with me and my acne. I use this at night every single night before I go to bed, and I have no intention of ever changing. We're gonna have a few oil serums later. However, there are a couple other aloe, like water aloe-based serums that I like. The first one here is by Good Molecules, and this is their Niacinamide Serum. Good Molecules a while back sent me some PR, then they sent me some more PR, and I think I have more PR coming. I will be doing a Good Molecules video coming up soon. I am waiting for this like most recent batch of PR to arrive, and then I will go ahead and film it for you guys. But I have to say, I really love this serum. Good Molecules is a brand where they aren't marketed as being super clean, but when you look at their ingredients, they're pretty good, all things considered. And I like their price point as well, and this product is super effective. This is their 10% niacinamide serum, and I was watching one of Hiram's videos. I started watching a Hiram, which is funny me sitting here talking about skincare, but I have started watching some of his videos, and I also see your comments I look like Hiram, and I definitely agree with that. We're not related, but we do look alike. But I really do like this serum, and I just find it really does make a difference. Like, my skin just responds so well. Like, the combination of these two serums, the Juice Beauty and the 10% niacinamide, really just keeps my skin just looking really good and happy. And I can't say for sure it minimizes pores, but I don't know, I can't describe it. My skin just looks good. Like, that's why I've been saying, like, I've been having really good skin recently, and I really attribute a lot of that to this product. I think it just, I don't know, it works really well. In case you're not into Good Molecules and you want something a little bit more on the like traditional clean beauty side, I've got a couple products that I really like. First one, I mentioned this briefly in passing. I'm going to be doing a review of this product soon, but this is the Solera Juice Boost Defense Boosting Serum. And this is not an SPF product. Solera does have a lot of amazing sunscreens. However, this is a non-SPF. It's just a skincare product. But I really like this. Like, it is just a nourishing, beautiful serum. It is a water-based serum. It's got vitamin C, peptides, CoQ10. My skin also really likes this. And the reason I like all these like water-based serums is they are nice and hydrating on my skin, but they don't feel heavy, they don't feel oily. Like, it just works really well. They layer under makeup really well. I should also say these serums, the Good Molecules, this one, and then I'm also going to be talking about the Earthwise Beauty, they all layer beautifully under makeup, which is also, I'm assuming if you're a regular subscriber to my channel, you also probably like makeup, so I can also vouch for that. But this is just a beautiful product. I don't hear people talking about it, but I've really been enjoying this. And then the other product that I also really love, honestly, I probably would have all three of these on hand because I just really like all three of them. It is the Earthwise Beauty Nap in the Meadow Face Serum. And this one is targeted more for acne-prone skin, which is why I decided to try this particular product out. And I definitely think it does help with my acne. It is an anti-inflammatory, hydrating aloe-based face serum, and I agree with that. It is just really hydrating. It just works really well with my oily, acne-prone skin. It's a beautiful, beautiful product. I mean, Earthwise Beauty has such beautiful products. I feel like I'm saying that all the time, but they really do. And there's a reason why so many people love Earthwise Beauty. It's a beautiful brand, and this is honestly one of my favorite products from the brand. I thought about this for a while, what I would have for an oil-based serum. And I do like having oil-based serums, but I don't find a lot that make a huge difference in my skin. So what I realized is I actually like a little bit simpler of a serum, and there's a few of them that I really like. Kerry Grant has a beautiful one. Osme Organics has the Balance Serum. However, I think if I weren't a YouTuber, I would probably go for a little bit more of affordable options. There's two oil-based serums that are pretty new to me, but I really have been enjoying. And part of the reason I like these is they're not too heavy. I do have oily skin, and I really tend to use oil serums mostly during the like fall, winter, spring, so the colder months of the year. However, I don't, even during those colder months, I still don't want it to feel super heavy on my skin. And for that reason, these are a couple that I really like. The first product is actually from Clove and Hallow, and this is their everything oil. And I was sent this by Clove and Hallow, and I honestly really like this. The ingredients in this are nice and simple. You've got squalene, you've got argan oil, you've got black cumin seed oil, which I learned is really good for acne prone skin, which I have. So I really like that ingredient in here. And rosehip seed oil. It's a nice, very simple ingredient list. It doesn't have a whole bunch of essential oils in it. It's just like a really nice oil. And I like that it's lightweight. It absorbs into my skin nicely. I think it's a really beautiful product, and the price is really good on this as well. So it checks a lot of boxes for me. And then the other product that I was sent recently, and this brand is pretty, I wouldn't say it's new, but it's like a smaller brand, and it's actually really cool. I will talk about more about this product in a video coming up soon, so be sure to stay tuned for that. I'll be doing a review of this. But this is from the brand Elsie, and this is their Super Moisturizing Serum. Sorry, mine looks a little funny. It got damp in the bathroom, and then the label kind of shrunk up on me. It only has 3 ingredients in it. It's just a really nice, simple, effective oil, and that's what I've come to realize my skin really likes. We now need to talk about moisturizers. Let me describe the categories of moisturizers in 2 ways. There's some moisturizers that are very lightweight, or things that I can use in the morning before I put on makeup, regardless of if it's summer, fall, winter, spring. They're just nice and lightweight. Then there's 2 that are a little bit more heavy, but they're also still very lightweight. And I can use those in the morning or night during fall, winter, and spring. But I could also just use them at night all year round. So that's kind of how we're breaking this up. So the first 2 that are very, very lightweight are the Flame Mattifying Moisturizer, and also the Good Molecules Silicone-Free Priming Moisturizer. So another Good Molecules product, but I've talked about this one before. I really, really like it. I love it's such a lightweight moisturizer. It works really well under makeup. I only use this one in the morning, but I think it's just a really nice product. My skin really seems to like it too. So this is a great option if you're looking for something that's a little bit more traditionally clean brand. This one here is great. This is from the Flame Oil Control line. And I've tried both Flame moisturizers, the original one, and then this one, which is the mattifying moisturizer. This one is definitely much better suited for my skin type, I have to say. It's a very lightweight moisturizer. It sinks in so easily. It's kind of like a cross between, I pumped a little bit out here, but it's a little bit of a cross between like a gel and a moisturizer. You can see as I'm rubbing it out, it's like completely clear, but I love it. Okay, so for like slightly more moisturizing, but still like not too heavy moisturizers, I've got 2 that I really, really like. The first one here is the Osea Atmosphere Protection Cream. I was scared when I got this and thought, oh no, this is gonna be like way too heavy for my oily skin. However, it is pretty lightweight. I don't know if you have super dry skin, if this would be enough moisture for you, but for me and my oily skin, this is great for like, I just want a little bit extra moisture, but I don't want to feel like I'm drowning in moisturizer. This is a great option. I love it. There's a reason why Osea is just such a great brand, and that product is definitely one of my favorites. And another one that I really like as well is this one here from Graydon. This is their skin stuff, and it's a ceramide cream. It's for face and eyes. It's got really simple ingredients. That's one thing I love about Graydon as well. They have a nice, simple ingredient list. This is just a very effective moisturizer that you can use all over your face, also under your eyes. To be honest, I don't know which one I would have. I like both of these. I would probably have one of these on hand. Honestly, maybe the Graydon, just because I can also use it as an eye cream. I think that's a really nice multi-use product. But I would have definitely, honestly, now I'm thinking about it, I would have both of these because I like both of them and they're a little bit different in formulation. I would probably have one of these more moisturizers, probably the Graydon, but they're both really great. Okay, we're coming into the home stretch here. We've only got a few more categories left. If you notice, I haven't mentioned sunscreen, so we need to talk about sunscreen. I did a video recently in collaboration with Reagan where I talked about a whole bunch of facial sunscreens that I tried. I will link that video above. However, you know, when I was sitting down to film, I honestly kind of boiled it down to probably 2 sunscreens that I would have on hand if I weren't a YouTuber. The first one here is from Josh Rosebrook. I love this product. It is incredibly expensive. For this video, I went with a lot more budget options for a lot of things because thinking about it and thinking about not being a YouTuber, I realized I probably wouldn't spend as much on skincare. I mean, obviously it would still be expensive because I still like a lot of products, but just like some of the really high-end luxury products, I don't think I would be buying those. However, this sunscreen is so expensive and so good. I would probably have this. Enough said. I also really like this one, and I would probably have this one as well because this is a pretty more affordable option. This is the Kinship Self-Reflect Sunscreen. It's got a little bit of tint. The Josh Rosebrook is SPF 30. This one's SPF 32. I really like both of them. The Josh Rosebrook is just, it really is an incredible sunscreen, but this is another really lovely product that I have been enjoying so much. Okay, so if you want to hear more about sunscreens, go check out the other video. I'm trying to like wrap things up here because we have been talking a long time. We haven't talked about under eye cream. We all know from watching my videos, I'm always like, I don't like under eye creams. I can't find any that work. Except for this one. I'm almost out of this. I'm like down to the very end of this. This is the Indie Lee Eye Awaken Eye Serum. Like I said, I really need to try more Indie Lee products because the ones I've tried are really good. This is an excellent eye cream. It's more of like a gel. It's not like a creamy consistency, but that's part of the reason why I like it because I have really oily skin and this is just a nice lightweight product that I feel like actually makes a difference under my eyes. It kind of helps to plump, helps to brighten up a little bit. Okay, the last 2 products are gonna be like my emergency acne treatment products. That's what we're gonna call this category. If you are a human, you should probably listen to this category because even if you don't have acne prone skin, breakouts are going to happen inevitably. And these are great products to have on hand because they really are good at targeting acne because you know, you might not be using the Juicy Beauty Blemish Clearing Serum every night, but you still might get a breakout. And that's why this product right here is a really great one. This is the Derma E Acne Spot Treatment. This is a 2% salicylic acid product. I know there are a lot of spot treatments in clean beauty, but I landed on this one because it does have a salicylic acid. And salicylic acid, like it or not, it clears up acne and it works really well on that. So that's why I keep this on hand. I find it to be probably really the most effective spot treatment in clean beauty that I've tried. It's just a really good product. And it's also a really good price too. Okay, and then this product here, I think about this all the time and I'm like, man, I wish I had this product in high school. Like, and in college, like me with my acne prone skin, this would have been such a game changer. The Mighty Patches. These things really work. I know you guys are probably crazy. You think I'm crazy, but these things are so good. They clear up your breakouts so well and so easily. The one caveat I have to say is they definitely work best if you have like an actual whitehead that forms, but these things just like pull that stuff out and it gets absorbed into the little patch. The patch looks disgusting the next morning, but it gets like absorbed into the patch because this is a hydrocolloid. But your skin, I mean, it gets rid of the breakout. Like it is gone. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I talked about a lot of products and talked about like 2 or 3 in different categories and they're both pretty much equivalent in my mind. So I wanted to just talk about both of them because it didn't really feel fair to talk about one and not the other. However, to be honest, if I weren't a YouTuber, I would probably just have one on hand at a time because there's no need to have 2 oil serums at the same time, for instance. But that's just kind of where I'm at. I wanted to share these products that really for me are holy grails. They're things that I would want to have if I weren't doing YouTube. Honestly, you guys know as I try out new products, my favorites evolve and change with time. However, there are some like true oldies but goodies in here. The ones that are just been around, they've been favorites of mine for years. And I just hope you enjoyed seeing this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to my channel. If you didn't see my makeup collection if I weren't a YouTuber, be sure to check that video out as well. Let me know in the comment section down below, what are some of your holy grail skincare products? What are your ride or dies? What are the ones that you cannot go without? Let us know in the comment section down below. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!